Captain Sarah Chen had seen her Caltharian partner Zexthul react to many things during their 3-year partnership aboard the research vessel Harmony. She'd watched his 4 eyes widen at human music, seen his mandibles click in confusion at human humor, and observed his scaled hide shift from blue to purple when he was particularly perplexed by human customs. But she had never seen him freeze completely like a malfunctioning android until today. So anyway, Sarah continued, oblivious to her partner's sudden stillness as she calibrated the atmospheric sensors, my sister called yesterday. She's finally getting that promotion she's been working toward for 5 years. Started as a junior researcher. Now she's heading the entire xenobiology department at Mars University. Zexthul's breathing apparatus made a sound like a deflating balloon. His usually pristine translator collar sparked once before falling silent. "Zex, you okay there, buddy?" Sarah glanced over, noting the way his normally fluid movements had ceased entirely. "Your translator's acting up again?" The Caltharian's 4 arms hung limply at his sides. When he finally spoke, his voice carried none of its usual melodic undertones. Your sister, she elevated herself through merit alone?" "Well, yeah. That's how promotions usually work." Sarah sat down, her tools giving him her full attention. She published groundbreaking research on hegemony bioadaptation patterns. Really impressive stuff. From junior to department head, in 5 cycles. Zexthul's primary eyes focused on her while his secondary eyes continued staring at nothing. No breeding partner assistance, no family coalition support, no genetic enhancement requests to the collective. None of that, no. Sarah tilted her head. Is this about that conversation we had last month? About how humans approach career advancement? What followed could only be described as the verbal equivalent of a system crash. Zexthul began speaking in rapid Caltharian, his translator desperately trying to keep up with fragments like impossible, biological imperative, and contradicts all known psychological parameters, and something that roughly translated to my entire world view requires immediate recalibration. Okay, you're definitely having some kind of episode. Sarah moved closer, noting the way his usually coordinated limbs trembled slightly. Talk to me, Zex. What's wrong? He gestured wildly with all 4 arms. What's wrong? Sarah, in Caltharian society, a female achieving such advancement would require the genetic material of at least 12 specialized breeding partners, the political backing of 3 major family coalitions, and neural enhancement procedures that take decades to implement. Your sister accomplished this through what you call hard work and intelligence alone? And determination. Don't forget stubborn determination. It runs in the family. Zexthul made that deflating balloon sound again. This is the 7th impossibility you've described to me this month. 7th? Sarah counted on her fingers. What were the others? Your grandmother who learned to pilot starships at age 73. Your cousin who changed his entire profession. From art to engineering because he was bored. Your friend who runs a restaurant despite having no food preparation genetics. Your neighbor who adopted 12 children from different species simply because she wanted to help. Your brother who became a diplomat despite being born into a warrior-class family. Zexthul's hide shifted through several colors Sarah had never seen before. And now your sister, achieving department head through merit alone. Those all sound pretty normal to me. Normal. Zexthul repeated the word like it caused him physical pain. Sarah, do you understand what you're describing? In every other known sapient species, advancement requires either genetic predisposition, family connections, chemical enhancement, or some combination thereof. But humans simply decide to become better at things. And then they do it. Sarah shrugged. When you put it like that, I guess it does sound kind of unusual. Unusual. Zexathul's voice pitched higher. The hegemony's top xenopsychologists have been studying human behavioral patterns for 15 years. Do you know what their official conclusion is? Something unflattering, I'm guessing. That humans are either the most elaborate psychological experiment in galactic history, or they represent a fundamental flaw in our understanding of sapient development. He began pacing, all four arms gesticulating. Your species treats personal growth like it's optional rather than genetically predetermined. You change careers, learn new skills, alter your entire life trajectories based on things like interest and passion, and because why not? And that's bad? It's impossible. Zexathul stopped pacing. Except it's not, because you all keep doing it. My own research partner just casually mentioned that her sister rewrote her entire neural development pattern through sheer willpower and late-night studying, and she acts like this is Tuesday. Sarah grinned. Well, it is Tuesday. The sound Zexathul made was definitely not in any translator database. Look, Sarah said gently. I think you're overthinking this. Humans adapt. We change, we grow. It's just what we do. Just what you do, Zexathul repeated. Sarah. The collective's most advanced citizens require months of genetic counseling before attempting minor behavioral modifications. Your species treats fundamental personality reconstruction like a weekend hobby. Now you're being dramatic. Last week you told me about your great-aunt who became a professional athlete at age 52. The week before that, it was your co-worker who learned 6 new languages because he was stuck in traffic a lot. Yesterday, you mentioned your childhood friend who became a master chef after deciding that his previous career in quantum mechanics was getting repetitive. Sarah considered this. Okay. When you list them all out like that, we do sound pretty weird. Weird. Zexathul laughed, a sound like wind chimes in a hurricane. Sarah, your species is proof that the universe has a sense of humor. You're walking contradictions to everything we thought we knew about biological limitations. So what does that make you? What? Well, you've been working with humans for 3 years now. You've adapted to our weird ways, learned to understand our impossible behavior patterns, even started appreciating our music. Sarah smiled. Sounds like you've been doing some of that human-style personal growth yourself. Zexathul's hide went through another spectacular color change. For a long moment, he stared at her with all 4 eyes. Oh, he said quietly. Yeah. Oh. I need to recalibrate my entire psychological framework again, don't I? Probably. But hey, look at it this way. Now you're thinking like a human. The sound of Zexathul's renewed mental breakdown echoed through the ship's corridors for the next 20 minutes, but Sarah could swear she heard laughter mixed in with the existential despair. After all, adaptation was just what humans did.